Welcome to the Financial Flow. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up on our latest videos. Let's see what rich people invest in. This one isn't about making money, but rather strengthening your wealth. First, let's review super basics. Assets versus liabilities. The more money-making assets you have, the wealthier you are. Here are 15 wealth-building assets. Number 1. Cash. Cash in the bank earns interest, but banks aren't keeping up with inflation, so cash is still a priority. Apple. The corporation has $200 billion in liquidity. Why do wealthy people have so much cash and why? Rich people save cash for 2 reasons. 1. To be able to access any opportunity that presents itself, and 2. To obtain larger profits from cash dealings. If you're low on income and prepared to take a risk, there are lots of peer-to-peer lending platforms. The average bank offers under 1% interest on deposits, while peer-to-peer lending ranges from 7% to 15% to 20%. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Invest logically. Number 2. Real estate. Real estate is a significant one for us. Why? 2 reasons. Why rent money comes in every month with no effort. If you're savvy, you can take advantage of technology developments and rent short-term for larger rates, but it's not passive. Second, population numbers are rising, even with the coronavirus pandemic, and more people need a place to live or rent. Demand is increasing, thus property prices are always going up and always will. Making real estate one of the best investments you can make in real estate assets. 1 residential building pays rent, and 2 office buildings do as well. Number 3. Bonds. When governments or enterprises need funds, they can sell bonds to investors. The government or company promises to pay monthly interest on these bonds. Bonds have 1 month to 30-year expiration dates. These are secure investments because they're primarily government-backed, but low risk and business equals minimal rewards. When a bond matures, the principal is returned to the holder, which is better than most banks but not enough thrill to a rookie investor. People acquire bonds from the treasury or a brokerage firm. Number 4. Stocks. Wall Street businesses overcomplicate stocks. Stocks let you own a portion of a public company. If a company issues 10 million shares and you hold 1 million, you own 10%. This revolution in financial instruments allows the common person to invest in some of today's most profitable enterprises with low entry hurdles. There are many platforms that allow you to buy this type of share and invest it in the stock market. Number 5. Mutual and index funds. Mutual funds and index funds pool many companies, so you buy the complete basket of companies. Why is this better? Diversified means a safer investment. Index funds are the top performing asset class. If you buy stocks one at a time, you are statistically more likely to fail. You won't be one of those miraculous traders that wins the market. You don't have the type of info, and it's hard to compete with the big players. Index funds gather together the best 500 performing companies. When one slips off, it's replaced by another. Number 6. Equipments. Anything that earns money or helps you make more is an asset. If you're a farmer, your tractor is an asset. If you're a programmer, your laptop is an asset. If you're an Uber driver, your car is an asset. Whether anything is an asset or a liability depends on how it affects your income. Unless your income is directly dependent on that car, owning one is a liability. People often mix the two and try to rationalize it as an asset, when they're mismanaging their funds owing to a lack of self-control. Number 7. Patents. Patents are cool if you're unfamiliar. Patents protect fresh inventions. With this protection in place, firms must pay money to utilize your idea. If they don't, you can sue them. A single patent can make you rich, and all the best inventions are patented. It's not just the major corporations that rely on patents. The Slinky produced over $3 billion in sales. Number 8. Trademarks. Patents protect inventions, while trademarks protect words and symbols. If you own a valuable trademark that has a marketable worth, you can license it to anyone to use it for commercial purposes, and they pay you in exchange. Number 9. Brand and goodwill. There are subtle variations between brand and goodwill, yet both are vital to any organization. A brand is what a firm stands for and how it presents itself to people. Goodwill is brand loyalty. A brand is a company's endeavor to promote a certain image. Goodwill stems from how the firm handles its customers, its impact on the community, and how grateful people are that it exists. People will save companies from bankruptcy because of their goodwill. There are firms that become big purely via branding. Take a simple black t-shirt. You can buy them for less than $2 a pop. But put a Disney logo on it and it's worth $10.99. Number 10. People. People aren't valuable until they're gone. Companies are a fabrication of our mind recognized by the state. A single individual may transform a firm with their ideas. Nobody in your organization should be irreplaceable, but the harder to replace some individuals are, the more important they are to you. Hire the proper people, and they'll make you rich. Number 11. Raw materials and commodities. If you're clever, you acquire raw materials and commodities while they are cheap and sell them when they're in demand. This applies to currencies, oil, gold, crypto, luxury automobiles, and art. Over the previous 15 years, gold's price has climbed by 278%. Few people know this, but art has outperformed the S&P for 20 years. Rich people spend so much on art because it makes them richer. While your car costs you money, wealthy people are buying rare vintage cars that are growing in value. Before you burn all your money on a vintage Rolex because you heard on Quora that they double in value, take a pause. Never invest in things you don't understand. It's one of the most essential money commandments. Disobey it and you will never be rich. Number 12. Books, songs, digital courses, information, or content. Information is a great thing to the market since it's infinitely expandable. You can write a book once and sell it 1,000,000 times. Same applies for a digital course, song, or other knowledge or digital product. Creating and sharing such an asset improves the worth of the business and can make you rich. Number 13. Royalties. We've skipped through royalties in prior instances, but there's a huge universe behind them. A movie studio wants to buy the rights to your book and make a TV show out of it. In exchange, you're getting a portion of the money generated. Let's say the TV show is Friends. You made a ton of money already. The show wraps up after 12 seasons and you're already rich, but it doesn't stop there. There's a term called syndication. It's when a TV show becomes so big, it makes sense to open it up to multiple broadcasters, and that's ridiculous. Royalties apply to everything related to your intellectual property. Number 14. Unique rights. In some cases, an unfair competitive advantage might be an asset. In the US, the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act allows Indian natives the right to all sorts of gambling permitted by state law. Specialty licenses and geographical advantages might be considered assets if they give you a competitive advantage in the industry. The church is another example, as they don't pay taxes. In Eastern Europe, practically every church is managed like a business, with products, merch, and services that cost money. The same applies for art institutions and fraternal groups. First mover advantage and exclusive business models. Apple's App Store is one of these commercial breakthroughs. New business model, microtransactions in games, Netflix transitions from DVDs to streaming has been a great asset. It provided them the edge to acquire market share while everyone else was on the sidelines. It took the remaining companies a few years to catch up, and today, streaming services are everywhere. The same thing happened with albums and digital music. Pay for Spotify Tidal or YouTube Premium. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Have a good one.